What's up, everybody? It's Chastin J Miles, and I have a story for you today. And this story is literally going to put into perspective how crazy this market is right now. Now, this isn't one of my personal ones, but it's one that I came across, and it just blew my mind. And I had to share it because some of y'all just don't believe me when I tell you that this market is crazy, especially here in Texas. Now, before I get into the story, welcome to my channel. Do me a favor, click that thumbs up button right quick. It really helps me out. It supports the channel. It lets my videos be seen by more people. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, especially if you find my storytelling entertaining. Well, I don't know if this will be entertaining, but listen, here's what happened. This actually happened down in Austin. So I'm in Dallas. Austin's probably around like 3 hours away from me, right? One thing about Texas in our markets, Dallas, Austin, Houston, we're getting in lots of buyers from out of town, and more specifically, lots of California and New York buyers. I say that just to say, like, these people have some serious money. You know, our cost of living down here in Texas is not as expensive as California or New York, so you can get a lot for your money here. Well, I don't even know if I can say that anymore. You could get a lot for your money here. There's this buyer. He was moving from San Francisco to Austin. He found an agent. The agent is helping him purchase a home. The man was living in San Francisco in a condo, right? He had a modest condo, but that condo was pretty pricey. So he knew that the amount of money that he would spend in Texas, he would get to go, he would literally get a lot more for his money. And so he knew that coming into the gate. Now, they go out looking at properties, and this buyer, I want to give this buyer a name. I'm going to call this buyer Jerome. Finds the property that he wants to get. This property, $400,000. He makes an offer for it, already got beat out. Right? There was literally 50 other offers on that home. So naturally, when there's multiple offers on a home and there's a lot of people wanting to buy it, you have to kind of compete for it, right? So you have to revise your offer, change up some things, maybe offer more money. So this man, Jerome, sends another offer for $100,000, more than they were asking for the home. This isn't all. Okay, so check this. He sends that offer for over $100,000 more. That's still not enough to get that offer accepted. What happens now is probably one of the most creative things that I have heard happen in this real estate game. I've worked with buyers that are offering $50,000, $100,000 more. I've had listings that have gotten offers for that much more. Typically in our market, homes are gonna sell anywhere from 7 to 11% more than you are asking. So mind you, this man, Jerome, offered $100,000 more than the price. Still wasn't winning. So here's what he decided to do. Jerome decides that, okay, I really want this home, and this is the home for me. He sends another offer, and he tells the seller that not only will I offer more for your property, but I will also pay for the property that y'all are gonna buy. You have these sellers who are selling their home that Jerome wants to buy. They're going to need to purchase another home, right, to live in. Jerome says, not only will I buy your home, but I will also pay for the home that y'all are moving into. Now, this is kind of out there, and it can't just be done by just writing that in the contract. They all start working together. The agent represents both sides, so he's gonna represent the buyer and the seller, and they start working together. Jerome figures out what these buyers want, or what the sellers want. They're the buyers of the new home. Figures out what type of home they want, what style, all that kind of stuff, and their agent goes out there and finds that home. Now, this is a crazy market. So on that home that they are buying, right, the one home that they wanted to buy, it had multiple offers. So Jerome now has to compete for that one as well. So he offers another $100,000 more on that home that the sellers are now gonna be buying. So he ends up winning that. At the end of the day, now Jerome is out $500,000 for his home that he's buying, and then another $400,000 for the home that he is buying on behalf of the sellers. Almost $1 million. So here's what he had to say about it. right? It didn't make sense for him to spend $1 million on a home that is potentially only worth $400,000, $500,000, because he said that his property taxes would go up crazy. I mean, you're now paying property taxes on $1 million property. It was better for him to, since he had the money, to just purchase the other home for the sellers. They basically got the money for their home that they sold and got money for the new home that they purchased. So essentially, they didn't even have to buy a home. They didn't have to come out any money. They made money from this on selling their home and then buying another home. Blows my mind. That is the kind of stuff that's happening in this market. That's by far the craziest story that I've heard of a competing offer. Someone purchasing 2 homes, buying a home that they're not even gonna live in, that they're not gonna have any attachment with. They're just buying this home so that they can win the offer that they put in on their original property. Let me know what you think about that, and if you would ever even consider doing something like that. Or if you've experienced something crazy, let me know down in the comments. I just had to tell you all that story because when I read it, it blew my mind, and I was like, I gotta share this one. So thank you for listening. Hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you soon.